Sairam students, so today we shall take a new poem, that is No Men Are Foreign, written by one of the English writers, that is James Kirkup. No Men Are Foreign. What is the theme of the poem? That the theme is very necessary, very important for the present world. What is that? Universal brotherhood. Feeling that we are all one. United we stand, divided we fall. Correct? So the unseen thread should bind the people of the world together. Then there is no question of what? War. What? Violence. Correct? So this is the theme highlighted in the poem No Men Are Foreign. Then what? No men are foreign, every man is a native. What is the opposite of foreign? Foreign, F-O-R-E-I-G-N, foreign opposite, native. Everyone is my native. Correct? Why do they live away from us? Because of shortage of, because of density of people, isn't it? Am I right? Correct. See the paragraph about James Kirkup. 23rd April 1918 to 10th May 2009. Was a prolific English poet, a translator and a travel writer. He wrote over 30 books including autobiographies, novels and plays. He started writing simple verses and rhymes from the age of 6 early age. Macedon Boy 2008, a poem, and play Sternberg, a play are his contributions. He was honored by many countries. That means he was an international writer. Correct? So James Kirkup was a prolific English poet. What is a prolific? Prolific writer. What is the participle of prolific? That is adjective. What kind of writer? Prolific writer. So simple word is fertile. Prolific land means fertile land. Here it refers to a writer, so producing many or more and more literary works. So he wrote many, produced many, wrote many literary works. That is why he is called prolific writer. Producing many, produce plentiful. Correct? Or he is creative. A creative writer. He is a creative writer, English poet, translator and a travel writer. He wrote over 30 books, more than 30, including autobiography. What is autobiography? One word substitute, you should remember. Autobiography, the story of one's life written by oneself. That is autobiography. Then, one word substitute, remember. Novels means he was a novelist. One who writes novels is called, he is a novelist. Then, and a plays, he wrote plays means he was also a playwright. Spell the word playwright, P-L-A-Y-W-R-I-G-H-T. One who writes plays, he is a playwright. Correct? Then, he started writing simple verses. Verse means stanza. Stanza, one meaning. poem. He started writing poems or poetry and rhymes from the age of 6. See his age 6. At the age of 6 he started writing poems and verses, rhymes. Yeah, his works are given there. Macedon Boy, it was written in 2008. It was a poem. And a play, Sternberg, it was a play. Her his contributions. He was honored by many countries. Many countries honored him. Passive, active. Then, in this poem, come to the poem, the poet gives us, who is the poet? James Kirkup. He gives us a message about universal brotherhood. Universal brotherhood. What is universal brotherhood? How can we develop the feeling of universal brotherhood? Correct? It should be taught by following the model. Correct? Then, this poem is full of morals and instructive. This poem is instructive and moral. We can imbibe, we can cultivate, we can copy the theme from this poem to make our life a good, a better one. So full of instructions, and it was written at the crucial time when the colonial world is fighting against their oppressors. So this poem is called a colonial poem. Correct? Post-colonial poem. It is a post-colonial poem, and it was written during 1940s. 40ರಲ್ಲಿ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? 1940 ಆಸ್ಪಾಸಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೆದಂತಹ ಪದ್ಯ, poem. So at that time the entire colonial world was revolting against whom? The oppressors. Correct? Then it says all humanity is alike. Correct? In their heart and spirit. So it remembers us the saying in the Upanishad, that is Vasudhaivam Kutumbakam. Correct? All world is one family. We belong to the family of the world. We are all one. There is no difference. So the nature cannot create a difference among the people. There should not be any difference between the people, among the people, on the basis of caste, creed. Irrespective of caste, creed, we are all one. God doesn't make any differences. Correct? Only human beings create difference, create problems. Nature treats all the people equally. All are equal. That should be taught in the family. Correct? Then only we can follow it in future. So we should live together, and we should live and let others to live. How is it possible? It is possible only through the feeling of we, not I. We feeling. We should develop we feeling. We are all one. We belong to the family of the world. That is highlighted in this poem. Correct? So it advises us to treat all the people around us alike. Correct? Now come to the poem. It speaks about global brotherhood and equality without any place for prejudice, selfishness. We should sell selfishness. Correct? Now come to the first stanza. He says, he asks us, remember, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Beneath all uniforms, a single body breathes like ours. The land our brothers walk upon is earth like this, in which we all shall lie, live. Correct? See them. Remember, who should remember? We the people of the world. No men are strange. Strange means unfamiliar, not known. We know each other. No men are strange means everyone is familiar. I know everyone. Nobody is a newcomer. No men are strange. No country is foreign. Foreign means belonging to another country. Correct? Not of one's own. Not from your country. Not a native. Means no country is foreign, means no country is away from us. Means every country is our native. Then says beneath. Beneath means below, under, beneath all uniforms. So first line says, through first line, the poet removes the borders between the countries. The borders separate different countries. Correct? So we should remove it. Every country is our own. In the second stanza, in the second line, beneath all uniforms means, uniform means it highlights the military defense. Correct? The soldiers wear uniforms. So, inside the uniform of soldiers of different countries, soldiers of different countries wear different colored uniforms. Correct? But the inside, single body breathes. Human body is the same. Though the uniforms are different, the inside body is the same. He says. Correct? So who created difference? Man. Like ours, like us, the land our brothers walk upon. All people breathe in the same way. All body breathes in the same way. Like us, they also work in the same land. They walk upon the same land as we do. Is the earth like this? Their earth is like ours. In which, in the same world, in the same earth, we live, we die in the same way. There is no difference. So, why do you create a difference? Earth is same, way of living is same, way of dying is same. Correct? He says he tries to bring us together. I think you understood the first stanza. Now come to the second stanza. They too, aware of sun and air and water, are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. Their hands are ours, and in their lines we read a labor not different from our own. Correct? Very easy. They means whom? He says, James Kirkup says, they means the people of other nation, other country. The foreigners. Correct? They means the foreigners. They too, as we. Aware means conscious of. Aware. Conscious of. Aware. Opposite, unaware. They have the knowledge of what? Of sun. and air and water means nature provides us equally what? Sun, air and water. Nature gives us water, air, sun. Correct? They means foreigners, aware of sun and water and air, means everyone gets nature's gift equally. They also get all these things. We fight with them. We fight with them. Them means who belong to other country. Nature has given men all these things equally. God doesn't create any difference between the foreigners and we the people in giving what? The gifts of nature. It treats all the people equally by giving sun, water and air. And the foreigners are fed by peaceful harvest. Harvest means yield. Yield, bele. They are fed by peaceful harvest, by war's long winter starved. So the foreigners are fed by peaceful harvest means everyone gets. That means God doesn't make any difference. During peacetime, everyone grows different varieties of crops. Correct? It makes them strong. It allows them enjoy the gift of nature. Correct? When there is a peace. ಶಾಂತಿ ಇರುವಾಗ ಬೆಳೆ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ, ಉತ್ತಮ ಬೆಳೆಯನ್ನು ಪಡೆಯುತ್ತಾರೆ. We also do farming. No war. We are relaxed and enjoy the things given by nature when there is a peace. They also enjoy. We also enjoy when there is a peace. By war's long winter starve means we starve during war. They starve during war. Correct? And winter time. During winter time and during war time, they also suffer. We also suffer. Even they don't get food. Even we don't get food during war and winter. Civilization progress when there is a peace. Civilization destroys when there is war. Correct? Equally. So, third line, see, their hands are ours. Even their hands are same as ours. They do work, we also do work. We earn, they also earn by doing work. And in their lines, read, lines means literature. They work hard as we do. A labor not different from our own. A labor not different from our own. This proves that we are all equal. We have equal share. We do work as they do. So there is no difference in getting gifts of nature. Correct? Then why do we quarrel with other nation? Why do we wage war on others? This is the question. Correct? Next, I think he got. Come to the third stanza. Third stanza. Remember. Who should remember? We, the people, should remember. What should we? We should not forget. They have eyes like ours. They have eyes like ours means God has given the same appearance. Appearance is the same. Correct? Have been given the same appearance. Who has given the same appearance? That is God. How? In the form of what? Eyes. They have eyes like ours that wake. The eyes wake. Eyes open when we are awake. Correct? When we wake up, our eyes are open. Or sleep, they close when we are asleep. There is no difference in appearance. And the strength that can be won, they have been given the strength. They are strong. Correct? Who has given the strength? God has given the strength. Correct? So we can win the strength of those people through what? Through love. Through love we can win the strongest. War cannot win the person, the other nation. Through love we can win the strongest of the strongest. This is highlighted in the second line. They have eyes like ours that wake or sleep, and strength that can be won by love. So through love, by love, we can win the strongest nation. Correct? They have the strength like ours, but we can win it through love. Love binds the people together. That is the only one thing which we can win the heart of others. What? Through love. Correct? We go with our mother, grandmother. Why? They show love and affection. It solves all our problems. Correct? Then come to the poem. In every land is common life. So he says, in every land, whether it is our nation, whether it is a foreign nation, land is common. What is common? Life is common. All the creatures lead a common life. There is no different life of people of different nations. Life is common. That all can recognize. So what should we do? All can recognize. We should recognize it. We should identify it. We should understand it. What should we understand? Their life is also common as ours. Then only this world can run peacefully. We should adjust ourselves. We should understand ourselves. We should recognize their life as or similar as ours. ನಾವು ಅವರ ಜೀವನ ಬೇರೆ ಅಂತ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ಜೀವನ ಸಮಾನ, ಎಲ್ಲರ ಜೀವನವೂ ಸಹ, ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸಿಸುವಂಥ ಜನರ ಜೀವನ ಶೈಲಿಯೂ ಸಹ, ಜೀವವೂ ಸಹ ಸೇಮ್ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತೇವೋ, ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದನ್ನು ಗುರುತಿಸ್ತೇವೋ, ಆಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚದಲ್ಲಿ ಶಾಂತಿಯಿಂದ ಜೀವನ ನಡೆಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಜೇಮ್ಸ್ ಕಿರ್ಕಪ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So what should we do? We should understand their problem. We should recognize them. We should recognize that life is common. I think he got. Artha aitu. Come to the next, last stanza. Let us remember. Now, let us remember, whenever we are told to hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember, we who take arms against each other, it is the human earth that we defile. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence of air that is everywhere our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country strange. Last stanza, see. Let us remember, we should try to remember what? Whenever we are told, by whom? By others. When other people tell us what? ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬರು ಬೇರೆಯವರು ನಮಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಏನನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು? To hate our brothers. Our brothers means whom? The people who live away from us. The people who live in another country. So if we are told to hate them, ಅವರನ್ನು ಹೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ದ್ವೇಷಿಸಿ, ಹೋರಾಟ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅಟ್ಯಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ನಾವೇ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತದೆ? ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನು ದ್ವೇಷ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ. ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ಆದ್ದರಿಂದ ನಾವು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ದೇಶ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿದರೂ ಸಹ ನಾವು ದ್ವೇಷ ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು. ವೈ? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಹೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ವಿ ಆರ್ ಹೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಅವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸ್. ಥಿಂಕ್. ಇಫ್ ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ them as our enemies, we are creating enemies. Correct? So, hate our brothers, it is ourselves that we shall dispossess. Dispossess means deprive of. Deprive of or put out of possession. Put out of possession. That we shall dispossess. Betray. Betray means cheat, deceive. We are cheating ourselves. We are deceiving ourselves. ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮನ್ನೇ ಮೋಸ ಮಾಡಿದ ಹಾಗೆ. Condemn. Condemn means blame. That we shall dispossess, betray, condemn. Remember. So, we should not hate others. We should develop the habit of loving others. Correct? Cheat, condemn ourselves. We should keep away from them. So, we should keep ourselves away from such people who ask us to hate others. So, we should not consider them enemies. We should keep ourselves away from such people. During wars, both sides are the losers. When we pick up wars, see the next, remember, we who take arms against each other, who fight each other, it is the human earth that we defile. Defile means make impure. Make impure. We make impure what? We pollute. Defile means pollute. We pollute what? Pollute the earth. If we take war, if we engage, if we take arms against each other, that means we are polluting the earth, human earth. Our hells of fire and dust outrage the innocence. Outrage means injure. Injure grievously. Outrage means shock. Outrage means insult. We injure whom? Innocent. The innocent people are the most affected. By what? By war. So, war affects the common people. It pollutes the earth. It creates smoke. Correct? Of air. It pollutes the air. That is everywhere, our own. So, we cannot separate air from other country. Correct? We cannot create border in the air. So, air is common. We breathe the same air. So, if we pollute the air, it will affect the whole world. Remember, of air that is everywhere, our own. Remember, no men are foreign and no country is strange. See, it was written vice versa. In the first line it is given, see the first line, no men are strange, no country is foreign. Next, in the last line, no men are foreign and no country is strange, means every man is common. Every man is familiar. Every man is a native. Every man is a neighbor. Correct? And every country is familiar. Every country is our neighbor. Every country is our native. So there is no difference. We should live together and work together for the common good of all. That is highlighted. That is the most needed principle in today's life, today's world. So we can follow this principle to make India, to make the world a great, peaceful world. Okay? I think you understood the poem. Now read the first stanza, second stanza, third stanza and fourth stanza silently and understand the poem. Note the new words. Okay? Next, I have sent the answers for the questions given in the textbook. Okay, I think you have copied all those things. Sai Ram.